Alright, what's going on, guys? Real quick, before we even start the video, for those of you that happen to be male watching this video, which I assume is the majority of you, and also for those of you that happen to be male and are sitting down right now as you watch this video, I'm gonna need you to quickly look down at your legs, and if they are open, let's say you're spreading them a bit, you need to close them immediately because you about to get arrested. As of June 2017, aka right now, manspreading is now officially illegal. They actually made a law that says you cannot manspread. So I'm just trying to help you guys out. You know, can't let any of y'all get arrested out here. But seriously, this is not a joke. Manspreading is now illegal. We have a red alert right now, stage 5, code beluga, alright? The belugas have taken over society, but fortunately for us, before we even get into how ridiculous this is, they actually did make a video to announce this, so let's go ahead and play the video and let's hear what they have to say for themselves. Alright, hold up. Can we just take a look at these manspreading signs for a second? First of all, the one on the left that's not supposed to be manspreading still kind of looks like manspreading to me. Like, his legs are open. Like, I need to know the exact guidelines here. And second of all, the guy who is manspreading on the right is extremely exaggerated. Like, who the fuck even sits like that? I certainly do not sit like that. It would take actual effort from me to spread my legs that far open to the point where, like, I would be uncomfortable sitting like that. I would have to be sitting there holding my legs out like that instead of a more natural position like a normal human being. But of course, we cannot expect logic from someone built like a hippopotamus, so let's continue. Hold up, pause right now. There must be something wrong with my vision because I know I did not just see what I think I saw. My dude right here ain't got no fucking pants on. What am I witnessing right now? Why does he not have any pants? Like, damn, man. Can I at least get a warning or something? Like, y'all just put this dude's meat up all up on my screen. Like, I had that shit full screen on my monitor. I was looking at it. All of a sudden, I see some meat. Like, can I get a heads up? Damn, man. Like, what was the point in even doing that? Just think about this for a second. The people who created this video, they literally hired an actor to sit there with no pants on while he was manspreading, as if somehow that better represents their message, when in fact, it actually makes it a lot worse. Just like with the sign, they have to really exaggerate with all of their examples and their evidence because the idea of manspreading itself is so ridiculous that the only way they can get their point across is if they use insane examples such as this dude sitting here with his goddamn meat out. I can honestly say in my entire life on this planet, I have literally not one time, never have I left my house looking like this dude in the video. So I'm pretty sure the majority of you, or probably every single one of you, can agree with me on that. Like, you probably haven't left your house looking like this dude either. So for them to pick such a ridiculous example really shows how weak their argument really is. Okay, so that was the end of the video. I have so many questions. First, let me acknowledge that this law is currently only in Madrid, which is in Spain, for now at least, because I found an article about 2 guys who got arrested in New York for manspreading, so I don't know, maybe there's some other places out there with some manspreading laws, but I'm sure it will be coming to a city near you in the future. Anyways, my number 1 question about this whole thing is, I'm very confused about this. How exactly only do you report this crime to the police, say you just witnessed a man committing this horrible crime of manspreading, do you just like call 911 on your phone? Like, you're like, hey, 911, what's your emergency? Oh, well, I'm on the subway right now and this guy sitting next to me is manspreading and I feel really uncomfortable and I really feel like my life is in danger, so this is definitely an emergency. Please come save me. Like, I don't know how that's supposed to go because they're going to tell you to fuck off and not call them again. So I guess you would have to actually go to the police department and file a police report on this guy for manspreading. But once you get to that point, like, how do you get the evidence of the crime? Like, let's say you went up there, said, yeah, this is the guy, he was manspreading. They're going to ask him what happened. He's going to say, no, I wasn't manspreading. And that's kind of the end of it. I guess you could call in some witnesses, like bring in some other people, like, yeah, I saw him manspreading. Like, geez, man, this just seems insane. But let's say there weren't any witnesses, right? It was just you and this criminal, and he was manspreading, and you needed to get some evidence. So I guess that's when you kind of whip out your phone and you got to take a pic of him manspreading, that way you have some actual evidence of this terrible crime. So I'm really not sure how this is all gonna work. Like, how exactly are the police gonna handle this? Maybe only if, like, the police see it happening, then they'll do something. I'm not quite sure how this whole thing works. But my other concern for it is, can we at least get some guidelines or something given out? Like, can you say, hey, you can only open your legs 8.5 inches apart. If you go 9 inches or further, you will be arrested for manspreading. Then, I'm gonna have to carry around like a ruler with me at all times. I gotta put it in between my legs and measure them every time I sit down. Make sure it's within the correct guidelines for manspreading. Just imagine living in a society where we have to do stuff like that. Just wait until society gets to that point, because it's coming. Hopefully it takes a while and I will not have to be around to see that, because that would be very unfortunate. But now, this brings me to my final point. You'll notice this whole video was all about men, right? What men do wrong. Manspreading. What about women, though? Is it not possible for a woman to spread her legs open? How come we don't say anything about women spreading? Is that not a thing? I don't know. Even better than that, how about when a woman decides that her purse, an inanimate object, deserves to have its own seat over another human being? How about that? How about some fucking purse spreading? Can we get a purse spreading law? I mean, I'm just asking for equality here. Isn't that what feminism is all about? Equality? So let's go ahead and get some equality up in here. But anyways, that's all I really need to say about this. But let me just leave you with this one final thought, okay? Just think about what I'm gonna tell you now, alright? Just listen very closely, because I think it's all adding up. So I want you guys to let me know, like, am I crazy or something? But it really feels like this is all adding up. So let me ask you a question. What is the reason that men happen to have this habit of manspreading? We all know the reason, right? We all have two reasons, otherwise known as testicles or balls. They need their own space, they can't be crushed together between your legs. It's not a good look. So your legs have to be spread open to allow them to breathe properly. Now, what if the reason that they have made manspreading illegal is because they don't want our balls to have their space? In fact, they want us to get so tired of being forced to smash our balls together between our legs that one day we just wake up and decide, you know what? I don't want balls anymore. I'm gonna get rid of them. We all go full Caitlyn Jenner status. See, they're trying to convert all of us males into females until one day there will be no more men left on this planet anywhere. It will be filled with belugas and wildebeest everywhere. Not a single man in sight. That is what is happening here. Just think about what I'm saying, man. I cracked the code, alright? It's all adding up. They can't fool me. I'm serious. Just think about what I said. So, anyways, thank you guys all for watching. Be sure to like, rating if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're not already. Follow me on Twitter. Links in the description down below. Other than that, have a good day and peace out.